That's right, Rockin' Robin has a date, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, what's going on?
What if Mike misread some signals and thinks Robin and Will are dating? Hello everyone, it's Lesbian Mind Flayer, and we're going to talk about the theory that Mike is jealous of Robin in season 5.
It's for you, babe.
First, the literal context of the scene is Robin is dedicating a song to Vicky, who is her girlfriend. So how does this theory even come about? Well, there's signs that they're hinting at this is what is happening with this dialogue here.
How did you know that Vicky wanted to
make out?
To date?
There were like signals.
Signals?
So what if this opening scene foreshadowed signals being misinterpreted in this show? Later on, we have the literal signal tower of WSQK radio station with Mike and Will while they're doing 2 of those very signals that Robin had mentioned. So how is it possible that Mike could even be jealous? Well, let's look at the timeline here.
Go on that date.
So Vicky and Robin's date was supposed to be that night, but we all know that it ended up being a crawl, which means Robin spent that night with Will.
Bound to having one of these days.
We're gonna need a lot more luck if we want this plan to work. If we're right,
And Mike has this little habit after that of just interrupting every single thing that Robin says.
Well, depends on how much pie they eat,
how fast they eat it.
what they had for lunch, when they had.
Caffeine intake, alcohol intake. It's a lot of variables.
Yeah, what could go wrong, right?
Will, you took out that demo with your mind?
I mean,
3, to be exact.
A real-life wizard.
A sorcerer, actually. His powers are...
Innate. Yes, thank you.
what does that matter?
It matters.
So this is a new behavior of Mike where he almost feels threatened in this role he usually has of being the one to come up with these plans and explain everything, because Robin is the same. She comes up with plans and she explains them very well. So he's kind of like fighting for the one to speak here, especially when Will's in the room and especially when it was about Will. It's very amusing and it's a sign of jealousy. We also have this parallel when Mike and Elle are hugging, Will looks away, jealous, to when Robin and Will are laughing, Mike looks away, also probably jealous. So we went over all these scenes where Mike could possibly be jealous of Robin and Will, but where would he even connect the dots? So there's this very small clip in the show, and it's the first time in the show really that you don't see Mike and Will attached at the hip. They're always standing next to each other in every single shot, except this one. And look what happens. Mike looks back at Will, and this is the first time I think that he acknowledges that there's suddenly a distance between them, and the jealousy just continues to spiral.
One kid the military failed to wrangle.
Even in this shot, he's looking from Robin to Will, and he does this little like head nod like, duh, at Robin.
Sometimes at the squawk, when a signal comes in too strong, it overloads the whole system.
And at the squawk signal tower, Mike misunderstands the signals again, glancing from Robin to Will, and this is the moment where he bumps into Will's shoulder to get his attention again. And this connects to earlier when Vicky was getting those, because the signal was messed up. The signals were overloaded. Mike just misunderstands the situation.
Whoa, what's going on?
In fact, Mike is so oblivious with feelings. He also misinterprets Will flirting with him. He like totally doesn't clock it at all, which is canonically confirmed by the script. He doesn't clock it. He doesn't understand being flirted with, and he's oblivious.
When a signal comes in too strong, it overloads the whole system.
I personally really love this use of signal towers. There's literally one in the scene where Mike just doesn't clock what Will is doing at all, even though not 5 seconds earlier he was openly flirting with Will. But then Mike also thinks that Will is interested in Robin, which we all know is not true. And so the miscommunication trope continues.
Shit.
So what do you think? Do you think Mike is possibly jealous between the blossoming friendship between Robin and Will? How do you think in the rest of the series are going to resolve this trope? Are they going to have Robin be like, oh Mike, no, you're totally misunderstanding the two of us. I don't like Will like that. And then it goes into this conversation. Maybe Robin will help Mike realize his feelings. There could be so many things that happen. Personally, I'm looking forward to see what they do with this, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, nerds!
I mean, 3, to be exact.